Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to Mercury Farms. I'm cutting up the stumps from the post. I think I got the one that was in the bush there. I came over to grab the New Holland to head on over to pick up the straw in that field over there. And while I was here, I'm like, you know what? I got this already attached. We need to get rid of these things, so let's get rid of them. We are pretty much going to seed, I think, over that barley. I think I can do that. I've never really done that before. Seed over an existing crop. I don't know. I probably have and not thought nothing of it, but we're going to do it on purpose now. There's that stump right there. Of course, first thing I need to do is merge these fields all together. But we do have other things on the agenda first, which is grab our loading wagon. We're going to go over and collect that straw, and so we can go up and feed our feed our cows, give them bedding, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to back up this guy right here. That's good enough. We'll jump on over here, grab our loading wagon, and head over to the straw wall. What was in there? Oats. Yeah, we had oats in there, so we're going to go collect that straw. Feed off our cows. I keep saying feed, but they really just use it for bedding, and they probably munch on it a little bit. They're desperate need of some straw over there. And then we need to reseed these fields. Now this is where the Puma would come in handy because, well, having only one tractor, yeah. We do have the Dutes Fire, but really that's not powerful enough to pull our seed roll or do this loading wagon. But we got pretty close by selling the eggs the other day. And also selling off all that beautiful canola. Was it canola or soybean? I don't know. I can't remember now. It was one or the other. I don't remember. I want to say it was canola, and I'm probably wrong. Actually, it was probably soybean, because I know I'm getting mixed up, because I just did Hawke's Bay episode, and we did canola. I harvested canola now. Yeah, I'm getting confused between the two series. My brain has hard enough time, as you know, with one series from before. Now I'm running two and can't do two. And of course, also all the things happening with Farmers Dynasty the past couple weeks, getting into closed beta, and now that. I actually thought I was going to be able to come home tonight and record this episode right away, but Farmers Dynasty released their new update, patch .997, and they had something in the release that they didn't have in closed beta, which was new animals. So I had to put I said, well, what they released, I've already shown in closed beta, but they didn't have the animals, so I got to do a quick video on the animals. So got that out. So now I'm jumping into Mercury Farms here and trying to remember what I was doing. And pretty clearly, I knew right away at the beginning. It's like, I remember straw for the cows. And obviously, we need to turn these fields over to get some crop into it, so we can get another tractor. Yeah, yay, another tractor. I mean, we're getting more fields, or we're buying more fields to make a field. But really, we just need just one more tractor to help us out around here. Because obviously right now, if I had the case Puma, I could be over here picking up the straw with this, and the New Holland could be on a worker seeding the other fields, or fertilizing, or doing whatever. Why is there straw way out here? Did I do that? Is that from the worker? And I hate leaving little bits around. It drives me nuts. But yeah, we'll get this field picked up. I'm trying to figure out what I want to plant back over here. I don't know if I want to plant another cereal crop or just go like sunflower, canola, soybean, and the 3 fields. Mix it up. That's probably what we'll do. So like this field, I'll just do like canola. Another field I'll do sunflower. Yeah, I think that's my plan for now. But I want to go make sure we take care of our animals, because our animals have helped us out quite a bit in the last 2 episodes, selling milk and or eggs. And the eggs did wonders for us. Looks nice looking up in the total column and seeing $165,000. But also knowing that I tend to spend it in the next day or so. I would assume the crop over just north of the livestock market will give us enough cash to buy the tractor that we need. Because I think it was 205 with it kitted out, you know, paint job, the wheels that we want. I really don't think I need GPS in that tractor, so if I did add it on the list when I was looking at the price, we won't do that. Part of me keeps saying, Peanut, just borrow a little bit extra money. It's only like 50 grand. And you can have the tractor now. And I said, nope. Like I said, I think in the last episode, I didn't want even to have a loan in this series, but I decided to take it out or else we would have dragged on. Probably too slow, because really doing the logging, wow, the logging is what got us to where we are. And now that we own enough land and enough size fields, the crop that we have is going to be more than enough to make our farm profitable. Really, I got over 90,000 liters out of here. Now, someone did give me a tip. I may have to try it out, which I did not know. Apparently, I could sell straw elsewhere at. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank what that place is called right there. Oh, that's driving me nuts. No, that's the wrong button too. If I come in here, scroll all the way over here. This is straw. The straw barn. Yeah, really? I couldn't think of straw barn. So there's a place to sell it there. Apparently there's like I forgot what he said. A three barn door that I could sell it at. And I did not know that because I was going to where you would sell the bales at. So I'll have to see. So I assume I'm going to have extra straw here. And I really don't need any in storage right now. But we need to head up to the cows and top off the cows with straw, and they'll be happy. And then we can get to seeding some of our fields again. So we can have a harvest in a couple days and sell some crop. Somebody left the barn door open. Or as my mother used to say, don't leave the door open when you're born in a barn. Apparently I was. So we need to open up that door. Hello, that would hurt. Run into that with your head. Let's back her on in. Also today as I'm recording this, which is a Friday. Am I not in far enough, really? Wait a minute. Do I have to angle it in even... I'm trying to remember because we haven't given them straw since day one. I think I actually have to angle the trailer in. Yep, that's good for the barn door. There we go. What was I going to say now? Oh, I don't... Yeah, there was an update to the Dutes Far. And I do believe it's... I didn't read the patch notes to it, so I just updated it. I do believe that it's multicolored now. That's the only thing I could see different. I don't know if it was before or not. So the cows should be good on straw. There we go. So total mixed rations, they're pretty well on. Straw, water, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Of course, the chickens really don't have no eggs because, well, they have no eggs. We just sold them all. So I'm going to head back to that field. We're going to collect the rest of the straw, and I'm going to head to the straw barn. Yeah, I can remember the name now. And I'm going to see if I can sell the straw at a 3-door barn or something like that. I'll have to look for it. I don't know. I haven't really been there. I'll check it out myself. See if we can sell the straw somewhere there. I don't know if the price is better there or at the livestock market. I really don't care. I want to try this out because really straw isn't worth that much selling anyways. Okay, so here is the sell point, which it does not accept. Now, this is for bales. I have just noticed when he said 3 doors, there are 3 doors here. Now, the problem I have is which one is what? My guess is if I come over here, because this is where you can buy it. That's grass, that's hay, that is straw. But I have just noticed these little markers here. So this is... Okay. Oh yeah, you can see the difference. That's grass, that's hay, obviously. Alright, so let's try this out. I'm already pretty sure that I've been missing the boat here a little bit. Is the price that much difference? Okay, it's $3 cheaper here, so I am going to not profit as much. But, you know, for testing purposes, I do appreciate the tip, because I would have never seen those markers there before, and I'm too stupid to go around and check things out sometimes. So, look at that. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate that very much. Now, like I said, we're not going to get a whole bunch of money out of here, but because when on my first look video, let's see, for so $2,600. I will close these doors. So on my first look video, I thought this was just a buy point, so you can buy it. I didn't realize you can come to the front and sell it. So that tip is very helpful. And I do apologize to Alien Jim for not being able to point that out myself. But, you know, if you've been watching my channel a long time, you know I'm not the artist. So, yeah, so we got some cash there. So let's go drop the loading wagon off. And it's time to start putting some crops back in our fields so we can make a profit in a couple days from them. We're just going to hurry up and get these seeded, and then we can go work on, well, the field that we need to merge. And we're just going to merge and plow the fields that need plowing. There is a field that needs lime, but it's only one of them, so we're going to wait one more big harvest, and then we'll lime them all together. Because I just limed most of that field, so we'll just wait one more harvest and make the most of it as we can. So I'm going to hook up the seed roll. I hope that it's pretty much full. I want to say it might be, so that way I don't have to spend any money. Because like I said, we need like $210,000 to buy our tractor for the farm. And who knows, I may even bring the Dutes Far and paint it the same as this one. Alright, so over in this field, our New Holland's going to town seeding this. And you know what? It's our farm. We're born the money. We're going to get our tractor. Yeah, why not? You know, because really, the loan doesn't go back over $200,000. I change my mind all the time. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Anyways, we're going to go over here. Medium tractors. The Case IH Puma series by Stevie. Of course, it's by Stevie. Most of my mods I like are by Stevie. He does a really good job on his mods. I think that's the color we're kind of going for. Wheel setup, as we know, I kind of like the wide tires with weights. And we're going from the 225 horsepower to 315. So the price is $192.5. I'm not getting the GPS system. And front loader, no, we don't want the front loader either. So let's go ahead and buy that. Yeah, it leaves us with $11,000, but you know what? I don't care. We need to go here. So we can come right up here. And there is the Case Puma. I mean, who was I kidding? I mean, it was like 30. I was like, I'm done, because I'm waiting for that guy to seed that field, and we could be plowing away and prepping that field for him to come on over. It feels good, man. It feels really good. I mean, it's our farm. We can do what we want. We can borrow more cash. It's only 30 extra grand on the loan. It'll help us proceed a little bit quicker. I know I kept saying, nope, not going to do it, not going to do it. And after a while, you just say, you know what the heck with it. Just do it, man. Just do it. I mean, that's what Nike says. Just do it. So this tractor should be powerful enough for this plow. I forgot what the rating is in this plow. And I showed in Hawke's Bay, the tip I got for this plow is you're just better off to unfold it before you put it down, unlike what I did here. Am I going to have to use my lift anything mod just to get this thing? Alright. Let's see here. Which way do I got to flip it here? Well, not that way. I wonder if I could... Of course, now I think it's backwards, or is it... I think it's the right way, actually. Hang on a second. Yeah, new tractor. Let's scratch it up. Oh, come on. Alright, see if I can... Kids, don't try this at home. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, flipped over on me. Getting this right is, you know what, just give me a moment. Well, that took some doing, but it's on there. It's on there. From now on, I'll make sure I unfold it before I put it down. Now, I know I don't have... I gotta be careful on the corners. This thing will tip over. I don't have GPS on here, so doing straight lines... it's kind of a problem, but we're only going short distances, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Like right there, looks pretty darn good. Put her in the ground, please. Oh, hey Peanut, you know that Y button on the keyboard? Let's hit that. There, that works a little bit better. Yes, I know there's crop here. Deal with it. I don't care. And our New Holland has finished. So there we go. Now we're getting progress done on the farm. You know, we're getting one field done. We're prepping another field. It's all coming together. All right, so let's go and plow around this field here. We'll find out in a second if I did miss any stumps whatsoever. So yes, the Case Puma with its 315 horsepower does have enough to pull this beauty of a plow. And man, the farm is feeling better already. This is going to be one nice field. We got, we got really, well, they're all great fields really, but the size of them, yeah, we're going to be able to harvest quite a bit out of them. As for doing root crop on this map, I don't see us doing any root crop. I've already, if you watch my Hawk Space series, I'll just say that potato field. And yeah, that's, wow. Yeah, that was, that's done and over with. But unfortunately on the Hawke's Bay, I decided to go with, if you're watching, yeah, we got 4 pig pens going on that one. So, yeah, root crops are something I'm not going to be able to shy away from. Especially when it's also multi-fruit, so we got onions and carrots to deal with. Alright, so kind of a straight line-ish. I consider that a pretty good job right there. Now this plow is definitely working better for us than the one we had before. One, because it's like triple the width. 2, the horsepower requirement it's working a lot better. It's just too bad that when you unhook it, you have to unfold it, so it's hard to put it into a shed. But it's a plow. So right now, this is where we're going to find out really if we got all the stumps, which I do believe I did, or if there's any shavings left behind. Let's hope that there isn't. Like I said, this field here to our left, actually I think it's the field that's got the crop in it needs to be plowed. We will plow it. The field to our left is the one that needs the lime, but the heck with that. Say goodbye to all these bushes, and hopefully I got the stump that was in there. I don't see it, so it's gone. That is good. Feels good to have the Case Puma already. Getting some work done while the New Holland is doing nothing. So since the New Holland is doing nothing, he is done over here. Now we put sunflowers in here. We'll fold that up, and we will switch that over to soybeans for the next field. And then the field that we're prepping is going to be canola. I think I said that right? Yes. So what I'm going to do is I think we'll just set this guy up on course play and see how he goes. I think it's going to go kind of like the harvesting. When he gets to that tree, he's going to get all confused. But you know what? At least he'll be on his way and he'll get some of the field done. And we can continue working on the new field, if you will. This is called the tree field because we left the tree there and the tree has been a hassle. But you know what? The tree is staying. Alright, so the New Holland is busy over there on course play. See how long it takes us to get a message that something's gone wrong. But we're back over here. And the new Case Puma. And I need to finish off creating this field here. And hopefully there's no post in here either. Now I can see this 315 horsepower engine struggles a little bit because I do believe, well, it could be that the plow needs to be fixed as well, but right now we're doing 9 miles an hour. I think this should plow at 12 if it's at 100%. And I did take down on the mods that we were running the vehicle inspector. It was just driving me nuts that I was always showing the vehicle I was in. I'm pretty sure there is a way to where I can use vehicle inspector to where it doesn't always show the vehicle that you're in. I was hitting the keys where to eliminate most things, but most of the time when I was in the vehicle, yeah, if I go in and edit the XML files, I think it's, wait, it says I could get rid of it, but I really don't need it that much. I just noticed when my implements start to get slow, it's probably time for repair. Eyeballing up the field, and I tell you what, I'm doing pretty darn good if I don't say so myself today, eyeballing these up. Who needs GPS? Now the one thing I would like to do is actually cultivate these fields after plowing. Really, you shouldn't do this with a seed drill, even though it's direct drill. It's not good for the seed drill. I'm not even a farmer, and I know that you shouldn't do that. But money's tight on this farm. Money is real tight. But now that we got the extra tractor, so now we just got to save up 200 grand to pay off our loan. And that shouldn't be too bad now. Not at all. Alright, so our field is created. So I'm going to hit the Y button to turn off create field. So if I go back in here, if I go this way, so it's this field here that needs to be plowed. And I do believe, the field that's got the crop in it, I need to plow that in as well. I am curious, is there any fertilization in that? I don't think so. I think when I plow this, will I get a stage of fertilization? Now, if it was oilseed radish, what is that called? Let me turn these back on, first of all. Is it oilseed radish? I never really used that, ever. If it was oilseed radish, does that give you 1 or 2 stages of fertilization if you plant that? I don't know. Let me turn the HUD back on. Yes, okay. Just want to make sure allow create fields is off. So let's go ahead and let's do a little bit of a time lapse. We will plow this field and the other field. And we'll see if how much fertilization, if any, I get in that field over there with the barley in it. Yes, I know I'm plowing crop in, but we want to plant canola in this field. Yeah, I think we're down to canola. Off in the distance, I can still see the New Holland going to town. One thing with a course play, if they get stuck or something, you always get a notification, but it's always, you know, visually seeing yourself is always good. You're just about done plowing in this barley, weeds, and fixing the field that needs the plows done anyways. I'm hoping that we do, you know, I'm thinking we might get just 1 stage of fertilization out of this. I don't know if we do or don't. We're about to find out. And I can't remember in 17 if, I think in 17 you did. Like I said, oilseed radish, I'll have to look on the help menu because like I said, I've never used, I saw people show it in 17 how it works. I'm like, okay, so you're wasting like a whole crop you know, a whole harvesting section just to plant down a fertilization stage. But I think it counted as 2 stages of fertilization, but in 17 you needed 3 stages of fertilization. Well, you had the option of having 1 stage of fertilization or 3 stages of fertilization on your farm. So, you know, depending on your settings. Alright, so we had no fertilization in this area before. If we come here now, we do get a stage of fertilization. The good news is, if I take away that and the weeds, actually no, plowing. So this is our new field right here. You know, it'd be great, like in the future. I know it'd be kind of hard, but in like maybe FS21, like when you create fields, I wish it could kind of merge in the PDA, but that's probably out of reach. But anyways, look at the size of that field. That's a big field. You can see our course play worker. Is he stuck on that tree? He's right where the tree is, I think. Why is he missing little sections as well? Let's go. Yeah, it looks like you're having a little bit of trouble there, aren't you, sir? Let me stop the driver here. Whose bright idea was it to leave the tree here? Come on now. You can do it. And then if I just do this, and if I hit drive course, he'll start at the next waypoint and continue on just like that. It's interesting that he's missing mission. Yeah, I got missions on mine. He's missing those patches there. I don't know why he would, but since we're curious, we're here. So he's missing it on the way over. Interesting. It's not going to be too hard to do it. I mean, because the good thing is, look how much of the field he's got seeded while we're over here fiddling around in our beautiful case Puma. All right, so we will fold up the plow because we don't need a plow anymore for today. We will put it over next to our sheds, and I'll unfold it before I put it down. So I don't have to fiddle with it again next time. Just easy around the corners. I showed you once before. Let me take a corner hard, and you'll see it just rolls right over like a dog. And then sometimes you get stuck, but if you jiggle it enough, or you do this, it may help as well. There you go. Just unfold the plow, and you're back and good to go. That deserved half a treat because it wasn't a full rollover. Alright, so unfold the plow before I put it down. And then disconnect, and it's all good. Yeah, don't back over. Jeez, Peanut, what are you doing? So there, the case Puma has come in handy. And like I said before, when it comes time to weeding or fertilizing, this tractor can take narrow tires. So we don't have to bother with the Dutz Fire. The Dutz Fire is just for cleaning up the animals and feeding the animals and whatnot. Let's watch off our beautiful tractor. We just got it a little while ago. It's probably got scratches in it already. I did mention in my last episode of Hawke's Bay, if you haven't been keeping track on the forums, this is why I watch Silver News, because he keeps up to date on all this stuff. But in seasons, and I mentioned this before, so like when your vehicle needs to be repaired, you start to see like scratches in your paint, or like on the plow, you'll start to see marks on the plows and whatnot. So when you go to repair it, it fixes all the paint marks on the tractor. Seasons Realism Modding is looking into where you can fix your equipment, but it does not fix the cosmetic parts of your tractors and implements. So my guess is they would have, like when you go to repair, it'll say maintenance repair, and then there'll be maybe a cosmetic repair button. So you could like repaint it if you wanted to, or it'll just keep wearing it, it'll just keep wearing down. Actually, do I have anything that shows any wear? Because I repair things often. Yeah, I keep the headers pretty well maintained. I don't know if I'll have anything. It's hard to see on the cutter. Well, you know what I'm saying about the paint being, yeah, because I fixed a harvester and header not long ago, so I probably don't have anything that has scratches on it. They're dirty, but they're not worn down. Yeah, but anyways, they'll have separate buttons for that. So I'm going to let this guy continue seeding. He's not going to take him too much longer, obviously. Then I'll have to go around and fix him up, and then we'll swap over to that field here. Courseplay, I would like to see how Courseplay would handle this field, because it's a little oddly shapen. But oh wow, this is going to be a huge field, man. It's getting to the size of the Rosslyn Mash. Is like looking at it like, yeah, I can do it. It's a big field, but it'll handle it just fine. So I'll bring it back in just a little while when the new hauling gets done with that field. Yeah, like I said, the Case Puma has paid off well already. We've gotten some work done while he's gotten that field just about all the way done. So I'll see you in just a bit. Well, I finished seeding that field because I figured it would just be quicker than watching Courseplay go back and forth. Got all the little bits and tidbits taken care of. So now here we are in the beautiful new field. And I thought about using Courseplay, and I think we'll just go around and do it ourselves. I probably, you're not going to watch me seed this whole field because it'll take a while. But I should get like double fertilization in this field here. I'll come back and get that little section there later on. I may do like half of it, and then use a hired worker to do the rest. But now we'll have 4 fields. 4 complete fields, and they're getting bigger. I'm not gonna. I thought about originally making this field, buying the fields right in front of us and merging it there. But I think these fields are getting big enough, especially for the combine that we have. Not to say that the combine can't. I mean, the combine can do any field really, but it just becomes to a point of when it gets to a certain size, it's like, okay, well, a bigger combine with a bigger header is what we need here. And I think we're at the stage now. I mean, that's a pretty good sized field right there. So we could always plant something else in that field. But right now, like I said, above the livestock I always say dealership, like they're selling cars. Livestock market, we have sunflowers. So the sunflowers should be ready in the next in-game day. I'm hoping for a good sale there. Sunflowers sell for pretty good on this map. So yeah, I'm hoping maybe get like $60,000 to $80,000 there. And of course, like I said, that's going to go all off into paying our loan. I keep thinking I want to buy more cows, but I think I got to wait just a little bit longer. Just so we need some hay. The grass fields should be ready. They might even be ready now. I can't remember. But we need a little bit more hay, and once we do that, we can start making more total mix rations, and we'll be good to go there. So I think maybe once we harvest these 3 fields, we can either pay off some of our loan or probably buy more cows is what we'll do. Because now we're starting to get to the point of I have some silage at the BGA just sitting there. And of course we got those 2 grass fields ready every 2 days, so we can kind of keep up. We'll have to lease the animal trailer once again, but that's not a big deal. And then we'll just buy a whole bunch of cows. But the cows are rather expensive. I forgot, they're like $5,000 a piece, so yeah, it can be rather expensive. But in the long run, for how much milk they make and manure and slurry that we haven't even sold yet, we can get some money back on them that way as well. But yeah, the farm is really come together now. And now with that Case Puma around, when it comes time to like fertilizing and weeding, we could always do it after the first growth stage now. But as for the weeds, if the weeds hit the second growth stage, the only way to get rid of them is to buy a sprayer and get some herbicide. I don't think that sprayer is too expensive, and we can always just do it that way. So we can always save up for that as well. But I'll try to get the weeds in the first stage. But just having the Case Puma be able to put narrow tires on it. Yeah, because like you saw, the Dutes Far can handle it, but it's rather slow. Just doesn't quite have enough horsepower. And the Case Puma should have more than enough to handle what we need it to. this field is huge. Which is good. It's going to be very good in a couple days. 'Cause I won't complain because we'll harvest and get a lot of cash out of here. Of lovely canola. But we are almost done, and I can't believe I just missed a piece. The first piece I missed the entire time I seed this field is not going to bring you guys back. Of course it is. But we are almost done. But one thing I will say, and you probably have noticed it yourself, so like when you have a plowed field like this, it does slow down your seed drill a little bit. Because when I go over like a plowed section uphill, I was doing like maybe 9 miles an hour, and when I got to a part that wasn't plowed, and it was just, you know, where I harvested before, it jumped up a couple miles an hour. So it does slow down your tractor and seed drill a little bit. But then again, if you got way more horsepower than recommended, you may not even notice it. The little lines you see here and there, that's because that area needs no fertilization. That's why the terrain may look like a different color patch. But I mean, this field, yeah, this is going to be a pretty big field. What I mean, it is a pretty big field. Not that it's going to be. It is. All right, let's get that one last piece that I missed. And we can wrap up our day. Now that we are complete. So if we go into our stat page. So these fields right here, reseeded, got 1 stage of fertilization. Of course, this one's going to be, this page is going to be a little bit weird for until one more harvest. And then we will lime it next time. Hopefully no fields need to be plowed, but if they do, whatever. What is over here? Oh, that's where our weeder is. Okay, that's fine. So this field here, yeah, we're just waiting for that one. That'll be in the next day, probably actually next episode, because now I have nothing to do. The only thing we could do, but I'm not ready to go up there and do that yet because I just spent enough time going around and doing some stump grinding around here. Eventually, we need to pop up here and grind up all those stumps. We probably got, what, 100, maybe 150 stumps up here we got to trim up, and then we will replant some trees up here like we should, and then we can sell the land. It's like 78 grand, 76 grand. We'll get back from it. No more tree cutting. Let's just jump up here quickly and take a look at our grass fields, and we can kind of get a status on that. We should also get new cows. Actually, it looks like it's ready for harvest already. Yeah, so yeah, we can cut some grass, maybe get some hay. I stopped right on that cow's butt. Yeah, 13 more hours. We'll get 4 more cows. So yeah, but I did want this to kind of be like a dairy farm / chicken farm. But we really haven't done anything with the cows since we bought them, other than trying to get enough stock. But we're slowly building up the farm. Our chickens, yeah, we just sold eggs last episode. There's already 2 boxes in there, and that pen is not really going just yet. This pen also just has 2 boxes, but it's only been like, I think, an hour, maybe 2 hours in-game hours. And since I am done for the day, we're going to fast forward almost like 18 hours. The good thing, like I said, with the case Puma, let's jump right on down to there. We can just take a look at it. So now I really don't have to worry about the crops going to second stage or whatever, because this will take narrow tires. We can throw on the narrow tires, fertilize when we need to, weed when we need to. As long as the weeds at the second stage, we're fine there. It does make me wonder, though. Let's just go in there. I don't think it's that expensive. Crop protection. And, yeah, this is the one we were using right here. Stevie's Mod, $64,000, which is, it is expensive to us right now, but really it's not. Like I said, give us a couple days. And actually, while I'm here, we will actually just, I got the cash. I shouldn't spend any more. $798. But $180,000 loan is all we got left. Actually, it kind of increased today because we bought the case. But really, without the case, I probably would just be starting to seed that field over there now. But in the future now, yeah, when we harvest, the New Holland can be, well, depending on what needs to be done, we can have one tractor hauling the trailer to empty the harvester, and the other one it'll probably be actually the case hauling the trailer, because the New Holland would be right behind it and maybe reseeding the field. But you get the point. You've done farming before, haven't you? I think so. Yeah, the one thing I did want to do, but we didn't get to this episode, and that's fine. What is this? Yeah, I think I want to switch. Oh, great. So did I? So those are like John Deere rim colors. What is on this guy? John Deere yellow, I do believe. So I do believe I put the wrong color. I put the Star orange on the Case tractor. That's fine. I do like that color combo, the green and the orange. The good thing about the seed drill, it doesn't need to be refilled at the moment. But as you can see, like those discs there, they should be like black or whatever. I'm talking about the paint wearing off it. So if you look at the bottom of the seed drill, you can kind of see the blues wearing off and it's wearing the paint off. Hopefully when Seasons comes out, they have figured that out to where we can repair the equipment and vehicles, and then it won't repaint it. There'll be like a separate option for that. But guys, we got our cows kind of taken care of a little bit. Wage payment $6.71. Oh, okay, that kind of hurt, but luckily the greenhouse is kicked in at the top of the hour. But we got some straw to our cows. We got these 3 fields all reseeded. The main thing was getting that field over there. I mean, that's been a field kind of barren for a couple days, just because we were buying land and merging, but now that field is complete. I'm not going to merge anymore. Originally, I thought I was going to buy this land right here and merge it with that, but that would be just, I think that's too much. This field's big enough to where we can put a separate crop in that. But it's going to be a while before we buy any more land. I think it's time to pay off our loan and maybe get that crop sprayer. So that way, if the weeds hit second stage, and we can be a little more lazy instead of being right on top of it. But next episode, it should be the next in-game day, and we'll probably be over there harvesting that sunflower field. See, that's the thing. We can put the Case tractor over there with the Joskin trailer while it's harvesting, and we can use the New Holland over in the grass field, and we could be making hay over there where that's doing that, getting a couple things done at once. It's all great. But guys, that's going to do it for today on Mercury Farms. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you next time. But until then, have a good one.